All right.
Welcome everybody to another episode. Today I am joined by Alex, not me, but another incredible entrepreneur. This one has done over hundreds of millions of dollars in Facebook ad spend and also made generated revenue hundreds of millions of dollars. I bumped into one of your ads actually, which is kind of funny because you do a lot of stuff and you also are crushing it in the Shopify game, which I have a small little store which I have questions on, but I appreciate you taking the time, man. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. I feel like everyone who's, great person is called Alex. You
Yeah,
have Alex Ramosi book behind you.
yeah, yeah, and then you got the other Alex Buck on the other side.
Right?
And so I want to start too. Like I'm also an immigrant as well. I'm from Russia.
Nice.
I'm from Russia actually.
Nice. You don't
So
you don't have an accent.
no, I guess America kind of messed me up a little bit. Yeah. So, but yeah, how old are you, man? Because you're crushing it.
I'm like Jesus age. I'm like 33.
Yeah, yeah. Dang. And how long have you been in America?
3 years.
2 years.
Three years. 3 years. Yeah. So I actually was that's my second run in America.
Yeah.
And I came here first time when I was 18. I don't share this story like a lot, but we have great conversations, so I'll share it. So I came here and basically yeah, due to different like circumstances, pretty much like I overstayed my visa and
Yeah.
kind of like went like a not the best pass for myself. And then a few years later, I left United States. But and people told me that I'll never come back,
Yeah.
and yeah, it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of money, but
Yeah.
managed to come here. It's the best place, for entrepreneurs on planet Earth.
It is. My question for you is I hear a lot of people, and Alex Hormozy talks about it as well. Although he has, I think, a better upbringing than most. As far as opportunity to be a successful person, like there are the things you do to be successful, which you've done. But coming from being an immigrant, do you feel like it's been challenging, and then you realize like any person can do this? This is not as hard as people think, and it's more of a choice rather than up to chance.
Man, I mean, fuck. I mean, I compared this. Can I swear? Like, can
Yeah,
I?
yeah, go for it. Drop
You
it.
can just bleep, or you can do like cats, like wow.
That's
You
what
know.
that's what you do on the Instagram. Yeah.
So, man, I mean, this fucking country is amazing, for entrepreneurs, for people that have hustle, for people that just want to like work. And like I have friends that are like driving fucking trucks, like here in the United States. I mean, the guys are saving $100,000 a year, like a year, like $100,000 in savings. They pay their expense. I mean, they pretty much live in a truck, but they're saving a lot of money. So let's say you save $100,000. If you're smart with that money, and even if you invest in something very basic like S&P 500 or whatever, like in 10 years, you can probably get to the point where you make like 50, 70, 100 G's like passively, right? So you
Yeah.
don't have to work, right? And
Yeah.
that's doing very basic shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like the opportunity in this country is tremendous. Like I'm really fascinated why people kind of like don't take advantage of it. I think maybe it's like society and media kind of like makes them soft or something. But I
Yeah.
think entrepreneurs, immigrants. I mean, you have founders of Google. You have Elon fucking Musk. He's a fucking immigrant.
Did you
No,
did you did you see his book? He Walter Isaacson just dropped his biography. It is insane. Talk about hard upbringing, dude. The dude when he was in like young, like super young kid, he went to the summer camp in Africa and they
uh-huh.
just like start beating the shit out of kids. And it's basically like you go there and you try not to die. The whole summer is you try not to die, which is what I took away from it. And then the counselor of the camp is like, okay, next summer, just try not to be stupid like that guy that died. And then it's just every summer. And like Elon Musk, bro, that was his upbringing. So like if he can do that in Africa, I feel like anyone has a chance.
Right, man, it's like it's tremendous, right? But what he did was, and I'm kind of like I'm observing and always I take you give me like any successful entrepreneur, like the first thing that I do, like first is like their like childhood, right? Like where they grew up, what was the
Yeah.
initial context, right? Were
Yeah.
they loved by their parents or were they not, right? Like, or were they kind of like a rebellion, right?
Yeah.
And I think love, unconditional love, is very necessary at the young age to build the confidence. I think Elon had that from his mother,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
that's why he has the balls to do the fucking thing that he does.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And you know,
His
like
dad, yeah, his dad kind of like pushed him to be more of a hard ass. I mean, even in SpaceX and the stuff he's doing, I mean, the dude's crazy. So I think talk to me about the upbringing. How was your upbringing? Do you feel like you had a lot of love and stuff from your parents, or was it more of a get out and yeah.
yeah, so I grew up pretty much without my mom because my mom was like, we always struggled with money. Like, so Soviet Union collapsed, and we're like, my parents tried to do some like sell some stuff on the market, but they're not good entrepreneurs. Like, and
Yeah.
so they couldn't figure that out. And then my mom, she had to leave. She had to leave the country basically. She went. She actually was in Israel. She was in Israel
Oh
working.
wow.
Yeah, she was in Israel like for 7, 8 years. Like, she was working pretty much like as a cleaning lady. Like, she was doing like the like taking care of the older people.
Yeah.
And she was there legally though. Like, she
Yeah.
couldn't come back. So I have not seen my mom from the age of like 7 till the age of 15. And fuck, it's like, and it's like always was about money. Like, so part of my like reason and my fucking drive and like why I'm so driven about like money and why I can fucking outwork everyone, is because like, fuck, I don't want my family to ever struggle with money. Like, it's such a fucking basic shit that everyone should have,
Yeah. Yeah.
that like you
Yeah.
shouldn't even fucking think like what to eat, right? Like, or what to fucking clothes. I mean, I would wear the same fucking clothes like for a few years, like, or I would wear the clothes from my sister,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, because like we couldn't afford clothes. And so, and
Yeah.
it's like it's something that like I don't think people have to go through. I mean, there's different kind of challenges, I think, and I think kids and people need to be challenged, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not on that basic level.
So then walk me through, young kid. I mean, this is my audience right now that you're talking to, a young kid that pretty much doesn't know what they need to do or what they need to get into. Do you recommend like starting reading some books, listening to some podcasts, giving it a few years, and then starting to open up a Shopify or do some drop shit? Like, what do you advise?
Man, like I think there's a lot of great information, right? If you think about the abundance of information, you go on YouTube, you can find some great tutorials, you can find some great books. I mean, you have Alex Ramosi books. I mean, Alex fucking educated the whole fucking generation.
Yeah.
He's like, like now so now you take his book, right? And you
Yeah.
apply the principles, right? You'll
Yeah.
make like, I mean, you won't be like a billionaire most likely, right? But you'll probably make like $100,000, millions of dollars, right? And
Yeah.
there's many other great books, many other great concepts. But I think at the end of the day, like, and I'm reflecting on myself, is like I remember I was just starting out, right? And like I
Yeah.
was like downloading courses, and I was like, I found these like websites like where like they would like resell courses, or you would buy courses with other people and I'd buy these courses. Man, like I would have fucking 1,000 courses on my computer. Like, and then
Yeah.
I would watch these courses, and I just get married, and like my wife is like, why do you watch courses all day long? Like, can you put that to practice, right? But like, I mean, I didn't know initially, and I'm very blessed with my wife because she kind of like gave me confidence to kind of like go and actually apply, because like my self-confidence was like non-existent. Like,
Yeah.
like I had to rebuild all of that shit up, like from the age of like 20, 23, 24. I started my business when I was like 20, 26. I had my first like decent success. And so it's like,
What was that? What was that like? When you say decent success, 26,
yeah,
what
so
was it?
I started the Shopify. I started like my first like proper like Shopify store that had good traction. So in the first like 12 months or so, we did like $4 million in sales. I made about $1 million in profit. And then I sold the store for $1 million. So I made $2 million at like, by then I was like 27.
Wow.
So, but
See,
but
yeah, go for it. Keep going.
yeah, but like kind of like I'm more like fascinated, you know, for it's small numbers, and it's a very, like, maybe for some people it's impressive, but it's like I'm more fascinated by the journey of it. Like, how do you get to that point where you have the balls to actually go for it, right?
Yeah.
So okay, you have a books, right? I have, you know, I mean, I don't know if you can see. Okay, you have books, I have books, right?
Yeah.
How many of those books have you actually read?
These ones I've read all of them.
Okay, how many of those books have you like actually applied? Like some of these things, like applied that gave you like kind of like measurable results.
All of dude, everything from Alex Hormozi. I would say these books, like that one right there, Traffic Secrets, that taught me some ads. You know, the YouTube Sean Cannell Secrets, that was good. You know, this one's the Evolution of Desire, bro. I would recommend you read this. This is David Buss.
Okay.
And teaching you about love, relationships. But yeah, I mean, I take everything into practice, bro. But I would say Alex Hormozi, dude, 100%. I literally was making nothing, and then boom, in 5 months, 35,000. Which at 20, I'm 20 years old, so that was like
Oh
the most
shit! I didn't know you're so young.
Yeah, dude, that was the most money I'd ever made in my life. Was like, holy shit, that's crazy. So, but
Man, this is crazy. Congratulations. I mean, fuck, at 20 years old, like I'm, you know, you guys starting so early. Like, how can I can't fucking imagine what you do by fucking 30. Like,
I know,
you'll be running Facebook.
Dude, I started at 17. I started 8 companies, and then I wrote these 3 books, and then I guess you know, I started a business with Grant Cardone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then that failed. Most of those businesses failed, and then the one I'm doing now is the one that, you know, actually is working. But yeah.
Man, this is awesome. I mean, you're an outlier. Okay, I'm just kind of like, maybe I'm generalizing, because I'm thinking, you know, you have all of these books, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's like, so everyone has book. I mean, book costs $15. It's accessible. Anyone can get a fucking book. Like anyone can get a fucking book. Like, who can get it? I mean, like, even homeless people can get a fucking book, right? I mean, think about it, right? Who cannot get Alex Hormozi book, right? Yeah. But now, when it comes to the application, right, like of the actual fucking book, right? Yeah. So first, it's like, I mean, you have to be like confident enough to kind of like actually and believe, right? Like, because many times, and I think especially if you kind of like come from a poor environment, you come with beliefs that like money is evil, right? Then or like money doesn't grow on trees. Doesn't go on fucking trees, right? Yeah. Like maybe in palms in Miami Beach, I don't know. But then also like that, like rich people are like bad people, right? It's like, that's what media is like. Oh, this fucking billionaire. Like, think about all of the fucking movies. Like the rich guy is usually fucking bad guy. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, he created fucking 10,000 jobs. Like, what the fuck? How come he's a fucking bad guy? Yeah. He's fucking supporting 10,000 families, and those families support other families because they spend money, right? And they support the fucking economy. How fucking come? And so, but then, you know, all of those beliefs, right? So it's kind of like, you're like, I don't know. So, okay. So here you are, right? Here's like your let's say your like financial success, maybe first financial success, right? Yeah. And between that, there's like so many fucking barriers that you have to just fucking overcome. You know what I mean? Mental barriers, most of all, right? Because like, okay, even if you know everything what to do, like you have like, you know what buttons to click on Facebook, you know, like on a tactical level, you can fucking know everything, right? But then like, shit, oh, I mean, I don't believe maybe I'm good enough for this shit. Right? Maybe for some special people. Oh, I was born in fucking Russia. Oh, I was born in fucking Ukraine. That's what I actually fucking believed. Yeah. Like, oh, it's like, because I'm in Ukraine, I speak with some motherfucking accents. Like, I'm like, I can fucking do it. Like, shit, man. Like, imagine those kind of beliefs, right? And from your parents. Like, I didn't tell my parents that I was already like a millionaire. I was millionaire, like liquid. And I still told my parents I'm working in the fucking factory.
What? Why?
Because like, if I would tell them that like I quit my job, like they would give me like fucking hell of, that's the only in their in their world, that's like pretty much the best you can do. Like you can work on the factory and you can be like, I don't know, maybe you kind of like grow some more skills and you become like a fucking, maybe like a supervisor in the factory.
Yeah. So they know now. They obviously know now. I hope.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, now it's like social media and stuff, right? So they somehow they find me like and like follow me from different profiles, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
so
yeah.
yeah. So I'm interested because I feel like a question that I always try to go to is like, why am I going to make money? And part of my big
Mm,
reason, and I hope my dad listens to this, is because my dad had this huge belief that college is the only way, working the job in like the factory or in just like becoming a doctor is the only way. And then I feel like most people get into making money to do out of spite of their parents or their friends or trying to show off. Was there ever that moment where you were like, fuck, I got $1 million in the bank, mom, look at the Lambo or whatever? Like, was there ever that moment where you're like, I did it, I came to America, I lived the American dream, I'm better than the freaking people born in the damn country, I'm like in freaking Miami? Like, was there ever that moment?
man, like I mean, I like coming back to America was like a big pain point for me. Like, cause when I was leaving the first time, like people tell, oh, you never come back. Like you're making the stupidest fucking decision in your life that you're leaving,
Yeah.
and like I'm like, fuck off, bitch. I'll prove you wrong. Like, and that was my drive for a long time. But I think that such um that was so short lived because so the first thing that I did when I first like came to back to United States, I know that where those motherfuckers live, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
come to their fucking door without a fucking invitation, and I'm like, "Hey, you told me I'll never fucking come back. I'm fucking here. What do you fucking say now?" Right? And so and that felt good like for like 10 seconds, right? And then like
Yeah.
it feels so fucking empty inside, right? I didn't have that to my parents. Like I know that I love them the way they are. I know that I will never in my life will be able to change them, and I just
Yeah.
accepted that. Like, and I'm not trying. I tried, and it failed, and I'm not trying anymore. And
Yeah.
I just want to support them. I send them money, and that's our story. Like like I wish I had a family where like we all believe in each other and like supporting each other and like have similar values and stuff, right? And for
Yeah.
my son, I'm bringing him up as like I want him to have. I mean, he already has hustle. Like he's already, hey, let's go sell like bracelets. Let's go sell like lemonades. I'm
Good.
like, okay, you do 10 push-ups. He's 5 years old. You
5 years old.
yeah, yeah, and we go to the gym together. I say, okay, you go to the gym and you get $5, and so I reward him for activities that kind of fruitful and I hope that my family from my generation forward I'll start creating that dynasty of like like entrepreneurs, people that change the fucking world. But
Yeah.
it just didn't happen before me, so I have to be first.
Yeah. And then your son is going to take over, Vanderbilt and Rockefeller, and then, you'll buy Miami or whatever.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they'll fuck it up in few generations, right? Like they always do. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know and
So,
that's also in the back of my mind, like, okay, so I don't want to give him more than like I don't want to like I become a billionaire. That's like that's done. That's for sure. But I will not leave. I'll not leave them billions because like they'll fuck it up. Like,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. Spend it
you,
all or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
So, I want to shift over to the Shopify world because I feel like that's the thing that social media knows you for. And honestly, your content is so captivating. My team is like, we always, I mean, I have a little Shopify store, which I think I'm gonna share my screen and show you. But
uh-huh.
but you're just crushing it. So like, first question, how much total revenue have you generated through online ecom just in general?
Like 150 plus, 150 million plus. I'm not counting anymore, like, because there were like stores we would do like $50 million. We would shut it down. Some stores we sold. In total, yeah, it's like above 150 at this point. I just say above 100, like it's just easier for people to process, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So walk me through the process on, like, I mean, you have a bunch of content on how to find a winning product, how to, put up a store, how to, see, what other stores are doing revenue wise. I mean, what do you think, like someone my age? I mean, my Shopify store, I've had 5 total sales.
Mhm.
I have a YouTube channel with 6,000 followers. I have the store fully built out, and I have 5 sales.
What do you
And
sell?
so it's actually Mr. Beast related merch. So my goal was, I thought, I was like, find a winning product. Okay, Mr. Beast is the biggest person in the world.
Uh-huh.
Alibaba import Mr. Beast backpack, and like school was starting up, so we did Mr. Beast backpacks, blankets, shirts, and we got 5 sales, which was cool. But that's like
Mhm.
200. That's $200, and then after shipping and shit, like I got $100 left. And like the channel has 6,000 subscribers, organically grown. We have millions and millions and millions of views, but I was like, we're not getting any sales. So like, I feel like that there's a huge difference there to making it $50 million in a Shopify store.
Mhm.
So I guess my question is how to get to that level, or what is the missing pieces?
For sure, my man. So first, I think that here's what I would do, right? Like, and there's guys that like executing this like very well, specifically with what you do, because your model, if I understand correctly, is like you want to build a following, right? You want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
build people that are kind of follow you and love your content, and then you would have some products to sell to them, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so here's what I would do. Like, if first of all, like, was there like any time limits on this? Like, okay, so this only will be available until then, or like any time limits or any quantities available on these products, or no?
No, I mean, for the back to school thing, we said, yeah, there's a 14-day
Uh-huh.
thing, and then it was ticking down, and then it was like 3-day, like buy one get one free. Uh, which, funny enough, our 5 sales were from Google. They weren't even from YouTube. Which we have
Mm,
6,000 followers on YouTube, and then no sales, and then we got 5 random people from freaking Google coming, and it's like, how'd that happen? So
got it.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. So here is what I would do. There's company that execute this like very well. Um, company's called Carte Blanche.
yeah,
I
okay,
don't know if you've seen them on Instagram.
no,
So what they do is they do product launches, right?
yeah,
So if you're just like starting out and you don't want to spend like a fortune on ads, like the best thing that you can do is it's pretty much just like do like product launches, right? So the way they do it with clothing, they have like, I think the hats, they have hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. So they would do like launches, like they would do like a lot of hype, right? They would send their products to other influencers, like they would send it to like Rick Ross, for instance, right? They wouldn't pay
yeah,
him, but he would wear it, right? So now like it's a big like social proof, right, that they could use in their marketing.
yeah,
And so other people like that, and that's how they would generate that like initial hype. And then they would launch, right? And there is like email sequences, email like notifications, hey, the collection is live, there's only 500 units, right? But they would build hype for weeks and weeks and weeks, right?
yeah,
So if you think about like how products, people are attracted to something that's rare, that's hard to get, right?
yeah.
And like urgency and scarcity, kind of like the principles from the marketing. And
Yeah.
then also the like social proof, right? So what I would do is, let's say you have some if you develop this if you these guys are on Twitter, they're great. Louis, I forgot his last name. I'll send you after our call. The founders of this company, but they do these launches, they do like millions of dollars. They've done already millions of dollars. They did like 9 launches. They
Okay.
do like, yeah, so they kind of like do launch, then they close the cards, right? Nothing is accessible, nothing is available. Website is literally just, you can only sign up for a waiting list.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then again, right? So I think that is probably the best way to kind of like monetize, because then with every, let's say you do like YouTube video, by the way, like, we'll release like very limited collection of items. So what you have to do is sign up for the waiting list. There's a link below in the description. And so this way you, over time, over, let's say, several months, you're building that hype, right?
Yeah.
For products, maybe you do some previews of the designs and stuff like that. You give the backstory of why you decided to create it, right? And then you launch, right? You design like a specific date when you want to launch these products, and then you launch it. It's only available, let's say, for 28, 48 hours, whatever, or until it sells out, and that's it, right? And you'll have big spike of sales when you actually launch if you did it if you did it correctly.
Yeah.
And so that's what I would do. That's not actually my area of expertise. I'm just observing how these guys do it.
So
our area of expertise is more like on the paid ads.
Yeah. So I was gonna say I went into your page transparency, just your page on Facebook. You have like 550, and not all of them are active, but like total ads. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like I thought like having 1 or 2 ads, and then I scroll through and I look at the active ones. You have some campaigns running from like 2021, and the copy is great. It's like, imagine you quit the 9 to 5 to like, or imagine you're like,
oh, you mean for our consulting business? Yeah. So, we have, so this is our consulting. So we have the consulting business, and then our some of our brands, like you would see like there's like 1,000 active ads.
But it's crazy. I mean, like the difference in thought process. Like some small local businesses, they run one ad and they're like, oh, whatever, it didn't work. $100 a day or something, and then it fails.
Oh,
and then you're running 500 or 1,000 ads, and it's like crazy. So like,
and we expect majority of them to fail. Like, and majority of them are not that good. Like, it's numbers game. And that's so. I mean, I think that's a big kind of like big realization and big mindset shift for anyone who wants to get into business. As you said, like if the guys listening to this, are young kids, they're just kind of like starting on the entrepreneurial journey. Like, you guys, if you're listening to this, just accept that not everything that you will do will work out, but that's fine, right? Like you said, Alex, when you started like different projects, you even started projects with like Grant Cardone, you did many different things, and then boom, one of them clicks, right?
Yeah.
What if after like Grant Cardone project, you were like, fuck it, maybe like entrepreneurship is not for me, right? I just fuck it, like you know what I mean? But you kept looking for new opportunities, you kept connecting with people, you know what I mean? That's, I think, is what differentiates successful people from not very successful. And on the Shopify and the e-commerce side, that's exactly the same principle. Let's say you test one ad, right? It doesn't work. Oh yeah, probably like e-commerce is saturated. People say like, oh, it's like e-commerce is saturated. Oh, it's like Shopify, there's like too many people. Fuck, I mean, there's like, in the United States, there's 300 million people. Do you think you can find like few thousand people to sell something to? Like, you probably can, right? If your product here is good, or your creative is good. So, but you can't expect your first ad or first like Shopify store to be like a home run.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of like keep, okay, this doesn't work. Okay, what I can learn from it and do something else. What I can learn from this and do something else. One opportunity right now, for instance, is where, and I like this from the perspective that you can learn actually while learning the craft, right? You can also like make money. Is, for example, there's a lot of people that are creators, like creators on TikTok, right? Creators on Fiverr, where you would send them the product, e-commerce brands would send you the product, and you would create the content with it, right? You would create like a video, like selling that product. This way you're getting paid, right? You're learning the skills to sell the product, right? And you're accumulating capital, you're accumulating experience. So then let's say you decide to do your own store, you decide to sell your own products, you already have the capital, right? So, or the same, it's the same model. Like with I started as a freelancer, right? Then we had an agency, and then we started our own brands, just like as but like the experience that I have gained through like being like a freelancer or working with clients, that would allowed me to do the things that we have that I've done after that. So I think there's always ways to kind of like get into any industry, right? Basically getting paid to learn, right? Acquire skills, and then you do what you want to do.
I love it, dude. I mean, I was trying to figure out, Like, do you want like would you want to do like a crash course on ads? We could I don't know if I could share my screen and we could go through some of the
Sure,
campaigns. We could
100%. Let's
break
do
it
it.
down.
Done. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Am I able or do you want me to make you host? You can share the screen or
you share the
yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. So I will show you number one. First thing I was gonna say is our ads manager, which I've had 4 different ad accounts, they just got shut down for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Does that happen a lot? Like when you're
Yeah.
running ads?
Yeah.
How do you
Happens a lot.
how,
Usually because you violate policy or Facebook doesn't trust you. That's usually the reason.
yeah.
Um,
So
but it's uh-huh.
how do you because I'm trying to make an appeal so that my ad account gets back up or whatever. How do you go over that? And are there different like strategies to get your make sure that your either your clients' ad accounts don't continue to get shut down or your ad account doesn't get shut down?
Um, man, I mean, I think that the way to do it is, I mean, we are like, I mean, we have ways, we have good support from Facebook directly, and
Yeah,
that's how we are like we're getting accounts back, but we're also spending a lot on ads. I think that helps a lot. I think initially, like, and I would say we're running like pretty like aggressive ads, like relatively. Like so,
yeah,
if I would not recommend to model like what we do, because it's like it's account history, it's the um yeah, it's basically the account history. It's like how much you spent, right? So it's not equally created. Like not everyone gets like an equal treatment from Facebook, these days, unfortunately. Like
yeah.
people who spend a lot, they can get away with more. That's just the way it is. Like that just
Okay.
kind of like the reality. So when you're starting out, like I would start like with like very soft kind of like ads or softer, so the messaging wouldn't be like very like aggressive. I
So
wouldn't use words like full-time income and stuff like that.
so like something like this, right? Where it just says love this city. There's no CTA. It's just, oh, who's this guy? I like the
Yeah,
photo. Follow
this is,
follow.
why we do this.
No, I don't. Walk me through it.
So basically what Facebook cares about is like user experience. And so when you advertise on Facebook, you ideally want to have some of these ads that are like positive and engaging,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have like bad, kind of like aggressive messaging,
Yeah.
in order to compensate for any other ads that you're running,
So you
right?
say,
Because
yeah.
huh?
So you say aggressive messaging, kind of like this one, where you're actually trying to get someone to sign up for something, or what do you mean aggressive messaging?
Yeah, aggressive messaging is like, for example, you learn how you can make a full-time income in Shopify. That's pretty aggressive, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And so and then some of and so in order to compensate for that, you would need to have some softer messaging. So let's say even like when we are selling e-commerce products and it's like something that helps with wrinkles or something that helps with like back pain, for instance,
yeah,
right? So in that case, on those same accounts that we're talking about back pain, we would have these like very soft ads that are not saying about back pain. They're not that are just like hearts, for instance, right? That are very
yeah,
positive, but they're
yeah,
creating a lot of like positive engagement, because what Facebook cares about is whether you're creating good user experience,
yeah.
right? Like your page, your ad account, your business manager. And if you do that, then you will not get shut down. So even when you're starting like a new account, the first ads that I would launch would not be like conversion optimization ads where you're optimizing for conversions. I would spend, let's say $5-10 a day. I would have 10-20 different ads that are pure engagement, very soft messaging. Could be hearts, could be just like, hey, good love, like good day to everyone, like something super like vanilla. As you can see, some of them
Yeah,
getting like, removed.
yeah,
Um,
you just went here and yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And so um yeah, so that's what I would do.
So good ad budget to start with. You say $100 a day, but you break it up into like 10 different ads, run them, $10 a day for budget each.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
like the way I would do it, let's say if you're spending $100 a day, I would spend $10, $20 a day just like on engagement initially.
Yep.
You want that positive engagement on
How
your
long
page.
how long do you run those types of ads for?
They just go on the back end all the time. You can see this one was running from 2021.
And this still is going too, like to today. It's active.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. And then and what I mean, what is the budget that you're running with this one, do you think? Or do you not?
It's a few dollars a day. It's not a lot.
Okay. So you probably
Yeah.
at over time you just scale it down more and more, like
It's
the
just
budget.
running on the back end. It's just like to create like good user. Now you don't have to do that. Like if your ads, like let's say you're spreading positive, image, like the for example with our consulting business, we have to say to people like what this is about and get to the point relatively fast. Otherwise, they will not even look at the ads, right? That's
Yeah.
why we have to. That's why we have to like kind of like be more straightforward. But if you're selling something that is not as aggressive, maybe some e-commerce product. I mean, e-commerce products, you shouldn't have issues. You're getting your account shut down if you're selling like t-shirts, for
Yeah.
instance, right? Unless the messaging is like very
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just something to consider because Facebook, if you think about it, like Facebook has I think it's like 7 million advertisers, right? So
Yeah.
now let's say there's 300 million people in the United States, just some numbers, right?
Yep.
300 million people in the United States. Out of those 300 million people, let's say how many of them are active on Facebook daily, would you say?
Isn't it like 10 million
All
or
right. Let's
50
say that,
million?
let's say just for illustration purposes, like 30 million, just for illustration, right?
Yeah.
So now you have 7 million advertisers hammering
The
30
30
million
million.
people,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
now, and then obviously Facebook has to balance the ads and also the organic posts that you see, right? Because it
Yeah.
cannot be just like ads, because then people will leave the platform. So you can see kind of like how it's challenging from their perspective. And that's why they're shutting down accounts more aggressively because they're like, just like, we simply have no place for you, you
Yeah.
know? That's
Yeah.
why they're shutting down like even our ads, like they're shutting down our ads because like, hey, we have no place for you. Like you are like not creating good user experience, right? So that we'll have to shut you down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to pull up my ad manager so you can see the campaign we ran because
Uh-huh.
it is really heavy. Like I would say it's not light like you said. It's really, really in your face. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, so but I guess I understand now that you explain it. Um when see it won't even load up now because I think it's because I'm blocked, but when because I wanted to break down like this ad right here in particular. I love this one right here. Yesterday was my last day at a 9 to 5 job. Imagine those words coming out like that. That hits a lot of people. What would you say is your like most like best performing ad that you have on Facebook? Is it something like this or is it a different one?
Man, I have no idea. I'm not managing my ads. Like
Oh, you're not.
my team does that. Yeah, I don't even know like what's
Okay.
currently working.
So you don't even do the copy anymore. It's
Oh
just
no, a long time no. Like
no.
for years no.
Oh, okay, got you. But I mean, it is interesting just to see the fact that you do so much more volume than most people. Like talk to local businesses and their mindset is so scarce and shut down, and they're like, I'll run one ad, and then tomorrow, if it doesn't work, I'm shutting it down. And you have hundreds and thousands of everything like going. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man, that's the difference. I mean, think about it. Like if you have there's some people that have like a fast food joint, right? Might have
yeah,
the best burgers, right?
yeah,
But then they just don't have the mindset to expand that, to
yeah,
productize that store, right? To invest more into expansion, right? And to
yeah,
open 10 more joints, 100 more joints, right? Like McDonald's sells
yeah.
like pretty much garbage products if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like low quality stuff, right?
Yeah,
But
for
still
sure.
sells billions of dollars worth of it. So that's why I'm saying that the mindset of the entrepreneur is probably like way above the tactics, right? Like it's only when you kind of like accept that first you don't know everything, right? Like put your like ego aside, right? You're
Yeah.
like student mindset, like every day, like even if you're making millions, you're making hundreds of fucking millions, you're making fucking billions, like it's still like there's many things that you don't know, right? And if
Yeah.
you want to get to the next level, right, then you have to accept that you have to learn from other people, right?
Yeah.
And then put yourself, the second step, I would just put yourself like in a proximity to those people as closely as possible. Like if you can work with them somehow, get into their like organization,
Yeah.
be like an apprentice if you need to, like just learn as much from them as you can. If you have the money, get access to some programs and mentorships and coaching programs, because then you also will surround yourself with those people. You just buy your way in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So whatever, like if you have more time, then sell your time pretty much. If you have the money, like buy your access. I guess these are the only options. But
Yeah.
that's what we'll like, okay, so let's say you said those entrepreneurs that local businesses, right? What if their circle, obviously the ambitious, like every person has different ambitions. Some people just want a house and want a car and like want to just like send their kids to college. That's the top of their ambitions, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Not everyone needs to be like a kind of like a nasty, like like entrepreneur, like retard, like that works like fucking 20 hours a day, like it's like, so that's not for everyone. But it's like but it's also you can convince those people. Like for example, you work with those clients. I work with clients. I when I started freelancing, I worked with people that like they were paying me like $8 per hour, like,
Oh my gosh.
and like they were giving me shit for the whole like fucking $100 per hour. Like what they expected for those 8 hours, for those $8, like it was unreal. And
Yeah.
and you see now, like now just like randomly, yeah, I would find some of those businesses, they're either out of business or they're still like very small, right? Because they were like very like like it's like, oh, dollars, like like don't spend on advertising, like it has to be like 20x fucking return, right? What
Yeah.
if you can make like a fucking ads that like get you like 2x return, but you just scale the fuck out of it? Like you
Yeah.
build more locations, you expand, right? But not everyone has that mindset, and that's fine.
Yeah. So my last question for you, dude. I know we're coming up on time. I currently, what is someone that has, $10,000 in the bank and is young and is ready to freaking do something with it? Do you recommend them throw it all into an ad account and then just try to, get 2x and then turn the 10 to 20 and then, build more ads and 20 to 40 and keep going? Or do you recommend paying for like courses and mentorship, like you said?
Yeah,
Or
man. I think it's in many cases it's skills, right, that separate you from where you want to be, and also mindset, right? So I think that's it's $10,000. I mean, it's not a lot. So what I would do, yeah, I would definitely look more on the education side, because, for example, if if let's say if you had the skill set to turn 10 into 20, you probably would already have done it, right? But if you don't have the skill set, right, to do it, then you have to acquire that fucking skill set. And again, buy with your time or buy with your money, right? And it's just kind of like identify what you want to do, get into like close proximity with those people, like Tony Robbins, right? I mean, he had a very close proximity to Jim Rohn, right?
yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
made him initially, right? Like, and I know this sounds so sketchy, and like you need to get like a mentor, right? Like you use like like and like you put a glasses and you put Lamborghini behind you, but it's I think that's the way it is. Like, and I'm just, the more I go, the more like I realize it. You don't have to call it mentor. You just kind of like you kind of like, you can call it different, like teacher, someone who can guide you, counselor, like, but someone who can like, for example, right? And it's also fascinating. Like I see some of these like there's one guy, like I just monitor him on Facebook. He's from Tampa, I think. He has this like a company. They sell Scar audio. Very smart guy. Very
Okay.
smart guy. I forgot his name. Very smart guy. It's like I think it's $100 million company. And then I was like, I'm going through his post and I'm seeing like that his uncle is the guy who created and sold diapers.com to Walmart or to
Oh,
Amazon.
yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I heard this story. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Jet.com or something, like hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's his uncle, right? Now, I'm not
Really?
saying, yeah, and I'm not saying that's the only kind of like factor, right, in his success, but it's like if someone is thinking big, right, you always have to go beyond the surface, right?
Yeah.
Because the people who are doing bigger things than you have either like paid for the access, right? And they
Yeah.
opened their mind, right? And they started learning from people who are like ways above their level, right?
Yeah.
Or they somehow got the proximity, so they got the mindset from those people. But it doesn't happen by accident. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it happens by accident, but it's like, do you want
No,
to
it
take,
does, dude.
you know?
It doesn't, bro. I always tell people that it's like you think like, and even on my level, like $35,000. Do you think I
Yeah.
accidentally convinced 100 people to send me a total of $35,000 that accidentally happened? No way. You and then on your case, like hundreds of millions. Does it accidentally happen that you open up all these stores and make $50 million? Like, there's no way, bro. Not at
And
all.
I paid. I mean, I've paid for the accesses and for the. And I'm not saying like people listening. Oh, it's like, oh, we want to sell me something. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not saying. I'm just like, I'm just looking at it like, fuck. It's so fucking. It's so much simpler because I got to this more like by trial and error and just like fucking trying different things because the previous way didn't work out, right? And just like out of the fucking desperation going for it, but you don't have to do it like out of desperation unless you like pain.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you
Unless you
can
like
do it
to.
deliberately. What is the best fucking environment I can put myself into for learning, for expanding my mindset, right? Because
Yeah.
parents, most likely, if you're struggling with money, most likely your parents didn't give you that. So it's like, okay, who's my next fucking parent?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why? I had this conversation with my dad once, and he's like, "Why are you trusting these people online and not me? I'm your dad." I said, "Well, I want to make $100 million, and you have not made $100 million." He's like, "Yeah, but why are you going to listen to them? Because they've made $100 million." He's like, "Yeah, but why? Because they've made $100 million." And it's like, I don't like. I just people.
You
I
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
can't convince. Like you can.
yeah,
Like it's too late. And it's fine. They're great. Parents, like we should be blessed and grateful for the life they gave us and for everything they gave us. But at some point, the boy needs to turn into fucking man, right?
yeah,
And kind of like make their own decisions. And I mean, replace their parents. I mean, not like physically replace, but like mentally in their mind,
yeah, yeah.
replace who they fucking listen to. And yeah, man, I think that's a way to kind of just shortcut it. Because
I know.
otherwise, and Andrew Tate, like all of that, the kind of like what he creates, I think in terms of the mindset, I think it's great. Probably gives people like wrong kind of like impression because they think it's about cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that he has to attract the attention somehow.
How do you this is my question, how do you like enjoy and flex on life? Like, do you go out and spend 12,000 on a lunch or a dinner? Do you have cars that you love to just blow money on, or are you more
Yeah, man. I mean,
conservative?
I have all sort of shit that like I'm not sharing. I don't give a fuck. You know, I you know I don't want to like you know I we have like 110 units like in of real estate.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. No one knows. Like
you do. Yeah. What like what do you say, like, because my version of balling out is like, in I live in
you're
Florida.
20, man. You're 20. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
do what feels right. Like, don't be like don't be like me. I'm an old fuck, So like it's like when I was 20, all I wanted like was a fucking car and show off and get some girls. It's like it changes over time. The values change. Do what feels right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't have to feel into specific like value systems
Yeah.
of someone, right? If it doesn't feel right for you. Obviously you're exploring as well. Like, okay, I enjoy this, I don't enjoy this, right? This makes me fulfilled. This makes me feel empty, right?
Yeah.
So I've been through all of those stages and like I just do what feels good to me, and like I don't give a fuck.
Do you like travel? Do you like travel a lot?
Yeah, travel. I mean, we travel like 8, 10 times a year, like with my family. That's my like that's what I enjoy. Like that's like my fucking flex.
Yeah.
Like we go to the best fucking hotels. We
Do you charter planes?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
How
yeah.
what's that like the first time you got to sit on a private jet and you're sitting there and you're like, damn it, man, this is it. Like what was that
Um,
experience like?
it's I mean it's good because you don't have all the lines and stuff. But other than that, like um
Like
I think I'm still scrappy with my money, like because I have some goals in terms of like real estate assets that
yeah.
we are like investing. So if I'm looking at like 50 G's, like or 100 G's that I would spend on the flight, I would like, okay, how many fucking units this can buy? Like, okay, it's fucking unit. It's like one fucking unit of real estate,
Is a
or
plane. Yeah.
yeah, it's shit. I'm buying real estate.
Yeah.
So for me that's my value system, because like I already can retire, but I have a bit higher goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then probably like in 2 years or so I will like retire for a year or so. I'll be just like fucking traveling, and then I'll come back. So I get to 100 like liquid, like in pure
And
like net worth.
yeah.
I need like 2 years to get there, and then after that I just fucking retire for a year, and then I come back and go for a bill, and then I don't fucking know, like, and then I give it all away or something. I don't know.
Dude, I love it. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast today. This was a great conversation. And, you
Thank
know,
you, Alex.
Alex to Alex, immigrant to immigrant, bro. It's awesome to see that you have done what many people in this country have tried their whole lives to do. And you're an inspiration to me. And I'm gonna get to where you're at. And I'm gonna,
Thank you, my man.
yeah, I'll be in Miami in a month hanging out with Joel Kaplan. I don't know if you know
Oh,
Joel.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So
So
okay, so are you in Joe Kaplan program?
I'm not, but
No.
he's gonna be on the podcast. We're gonna do an in-person pod, and then he has a 3-day event going on. Like
Oh,
I got
nice.
the VIP section for that, so we're gonna hang
Oh,
out.
nice.
So
Nice. That's the right decision, right? Like that's the
yeah,
right decision to like invest, to surround yourself with people. Boom, get a mindset. That's you're on the right track, my man. So yeah, keep
yeah,
doing it.
appreciate
And
you, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for inviting me over.
yeah.